All right, if you've came across this video, odds are your toilet's running nonstop. I'm going to show you a few quick fixes that should resolve your problem. So first step you're going to want to do is remove the top. That simply just lifts off. Lift that guy straight off. Set it somewhere for safekeeping so that doesn't break. Now, we're into the back of the toilet here. There's two main components on your toilet. There's the fill valve, which is here on your left-hand side, and then your flush valve here on the right. Now, if you look at your toilet, it should have a label here on the back. It says the brand and some specifications on it. And if we look, mine says set water level 7/16 inches below the overflow. This flush valve, this is your overflow here. As you can see, my water level is right up flush with that. We're not maintaining that 7/16 of an inch. And you could go a little bit more than that with your water level just to be safe. But odds are if your toilet's running nonstop, your water level is set too high and it's constantly overflowing into that flush valve, causing your toilet to run nonstop. So I'll show you here how to adjust your water level so we can get that 7/16 or more water level below that. Okay, so now that we've determined we need to adjust our water level to be below that flush valve, what we're going to want to do is we come over to our fill valve. Like I said, this will adjust your water level within the back of the tank. If you look, there's a Phillips screw here. You can either use your hand or get a Phillips screwdriver to adjust that. But what we'll want to do, since we're trying to lower the water level, we're going to turn that counterclockwise. So I'm just going to simply grab here and I'm going to start turning it counterclockwise. I'll give it a few turns here. Now, I've adjusted that, but to determine if I've lowered my water level, I'll need to go ahead and let some water out of the toilet. You can do that by either flushing the toilet or simply holding this down to let some water out. I will just flush the toilet here. If we watch, that water level should stop lower than what it was before. So we'll wait a second here as this toilet fills. And you might need to fine tune this, take a couple times, maybe, turn it one click, then flush, see where you're at, and work your way down from there. I just kind of winged it, but we will see where this stops. We're getting close here. Okay, so we just stopped, and as you can see, I'm a lot lower than I was before. I'm happy with that. And like I said, before, that water level was flush right up to it or overflowing, causing that to run nonstop. So now, with that water level below, we do not have to worry about our toilet running. A few other common issues that could cause your toilet to be running could be your fill valve. As you can see, this float should move relatively easy. Depending on the area you live and how hard your water is, over time, this part could get gunked up, not causing that float to move up and down on the fill valve. If that is the case, you can replace the fill valve itself. Those are cheap. I will post a link below with a rebuild kit that includes that. Again, these are easy to change out. If you are going to do that, you will want to shut the water off to the toilet. This is the supply to the toilet here. That's just a quarter turn. It'll shut the water off to the toilet. So you'll shut that off and then you can replace this piece. One other item it could be, if your toilet is just randomly running, maybe, in the middle of the night you hear it run, then shut off, and then stops, and then kind of keeps going over time running. It's your flapper valve down there. As you can see, when I lift this, it pulls on that chain and lifts that up. Over time, those can crack, get corroded, and then what's happening is water's leaking through that, lowering your water level, causing your toilet to run. And those can, again, over time, those can go bad. You can buy just the flapper valve. Those are cheap as well. Those will usually come in a full rebuild kit with all these parts, but if you just wanted to change that part, it just clamps on the back there, hooks on, and it will hook to your chain, to your flush lever. So 3 things, real easy. Hope this video helps. Let me know in the comments if this worked for you.